Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We are going to take a look at Sagittarius. Hey Sagittarius, hope everything's going good. I did meditate over these cards. We're going to take a look and see what is going on. Oops, sorry about that. Hey, it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to take this chair out when I need to sit down. Alright, Sagittarius, I feel like you're focused on expressing your feelings. I feel like people tend to misunderstand you. I feel like because people misunderstand you, you might be reluctant to say certain things to people because they might take it the wrong way. So I think at this time you're focused on expressing your feelings in a way where they're not misunderstood. Or maybe there has been imperfect timing where you were delivering your messages of love before. Or maybe they're prefaced with something that is harsh before you get to the love part. There's something that you're focused on here with having to deal with how you express your feelings. I also feel like there are some personal needs that need to be met in terms of independence. I feel like that's bothering you right now. I feel like you feel that there's something, and I believe it has to do with something in your career. There's something where your independence is questioned. You're questioning it. I don't know if other people would look at it as questionable, but you're definitely questioning it. And you're like, I want to be independent. I think just to say this, I think that you're in a state where you want to be able to operate independently, right? But I also think there's an element of security involved with that as well, right? I think that you want to use your imagination. I feel like I don't know. I feel like you're looking to use your imagination so that you can do things and pursue dreams that I guess you waited for other people. Like, I kind of feel like if you wanted to, I don't know, go hiking in a mountain, or if you wanted to go to Vegas, I feel like you wouldn't go alone. And I feel like that's something that you're working on right now. I feel like you're working on the need to have groups and all these other people surround you. I think you're starting to realize that maybe you don't need it anymore, or maybe you're questioning who I am. Who am I outside of this group of people? It could be something like that too. Oh, okay, imagination. You are trying to use your imagination and create and pursue your dreams. So when I look at this reading, I do see that there is a focus on work here. Okay? My thoughts create my reality. The physical, mental, and emotional, spiritual levels I need to create between all relationships on harmonious levels, basically. So I think that you want to exercise your imagination to pursue your dreams, but I think you're focused on how am I going to achieve using my imagination to get what I want. And I think your answer to that, it looks like, is going to be found in some sort of meditation, some type of time in a corner alone, quiet, thinking, however you do it. Okay. So that's the energy I'm getting for you. Let's see what else is going on. Okay. Sagittarius, we have the Knight of Wands here. So this is something where you could be traveling. You could be traveling. This could be you. You could be traveling somewhere. There could be a message of good news pertaining to travel. You could be going on a vacation. You could be changing your residence. You might be young. There's something with younger energy. If you are a person of a certain age, you might have a flow or some energy where you may come across a little younger, or you're very vibrant, or something to that effect, right? So this talks about having good energy, and your faith is somehow increased over something. Okay. There's something, Sagittarius, where you're not really in a rush to do something. It seems like you're having patience and you're having temperance in a matter. Sorry about that, guys. It seems like there's no rush for you to move along into something. There's a situation that's going on that you don't want to move any faster. And I'm not really sure why, but you're not really interested in moving it along any further right now. Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. This talks about you, and that might be why, actually. This talks about you going back to school or something, or acquiring some kind of marketable skills that is going to help you in the future. There's going to be some kind of a payoff with it. Okay, this is Three of Pentacles. So this is a time of a payback period. Like somebody could owe you money, or you might get some surprise money, or you might actually be reaping the rewards of Hard work. We have Nine of Pentacles reversed. And this could be where we're getting this independence from. The independence. Alright, let me take a look at this. Which one is independent? Okay, so the independence card. Now this is the one where you're trying to operate independently and you kind of feel like you're too dependent on people. And I think you're moving, there's something that you're trying to do with this energy. I feel like you might be in school for something, and that might be part of why you aren't necessarily able to contribute the way you want to, or maybe you feel dependent on somebody. That's what I'm seeing here. Is you feel like you're being too dependent on somebody. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be the spouse, just in general, others. You feel like your situation is shaky for some reason. But the thing is, in your head, you know that it looks like you have 10 of Cups, so there's love and harmony. It looks like there's definitely some understanding in the situation. I believe this has to do with some project. And I feel like, I don't know if it's a matter with Temperance of you don't want to push it along any further, or you're unable to, because you're acquiring some kind of skills that are marketable that are going to push you along further. So that could be why there's no movement there, or, there's not going to be, or there's no rush to. Because by the time I get to that part, so for instance, if it's going to, I finished school or whatever in a year, the application process takes 9 months. So by the time the 9 months hits, I'm still not done. So why would I do that now? I think it's kind of a matter like that. Why would I make that move now when, I'm not going to meet the deadline? So there's a reason why you're not moving forward. That could be part of it as well. You do have a happy home. It looks like you have a support system. It looks like you have love. It looks like you have it all. But that thing in the back of your mind seems to be the independence, where you feel like you have to reach out to other people for things. This doesn't strike me, as a long-term situation. It really doesn't. It looks like, and I believe this might have to do with work. It feels like, and there's something that you've been inspiring to do, right? And it seems like you're fighting against the competition in some matter. You feel like you probably won't be on top if you back away of some sort. But what this card basically says is you have a ton of competition around you. And even though you're little and you're not as mighty as these people who are together surrounding you, right? Like, look at this. They're surrounding you. So you got all of them, and then you got the one you, and you got the one wand, right? That's all you got. But you prevail over these people because you have very, very crafty thinking. Okay. Well, when you crafty, I'm just saying. All right. So crafty thinking made you prevail over this group of people that were coming for you. They might have been coming for you over work. They could have been coming for you over an idea. They could have been trying to steal your idea. Like, I don't know what this is about. I'm sure you guys will know what this is. We have the High Priestess. So I think this is an acknowledgement that in this particular situation, I kind of feel like the High Priestess knows that there's something hidden. But you have some elevated awareness, Sagittarius, that makes you understand that there's a situation that might come across a little shady, right? And you're like, right here, you're like, you know what? My situation is shaky when it comes to my money. I'm dependent on my wife or my parents or my girlfriend. I'm dependent on everybody around me to help me. I'm not going to make a mistake with this bread. So I feel like you're fighting off some kind of competition. You ultimately prevail, but something is hidden. All right, and you have this, it's something that's hidden. You have an awareness of it, and you decide that you're probably going to remove yourself from the situation. Yep, that's what we got there. Okay, and you're going to seek answers internally, and you're going to do your own research before you venge out. So I don't think you're doing that. You're not doing that. All right. We have King of Pentacles. So this talks about, it's reversed. There's something, because remember, there's something being hidden here. I believe it has to do with business. Your home life looks okay. You look like you got the support. So this to me has to do with some business endeavors, some kind of career thing, there's something, and I think you're still going to school for it, or you're doing something to prepare yourself for what's to come. But I find you being very vigilant during the interim, if you will. So this talks about, this next card, this is King of Pentacles reverse. This talks about being aware of the fine print. And I think that's what you see something ain't right. Something ain't right, and I think you're going to end up fighting it, or you're deciding whether or not you're going to fight it. Next, we have the Page of Wands. This card is about some communication coming, having to do with your business, right? It talks about your business. It talks about your situation or a project. So you're going to hear some news. However, now I don't know what this means. The card that we have, I don't know if you have received this message already with Page of Wands, but there's some message that's going to come in about your business or your endeavor, your idea, or project, whatever it is. Something is going to come in. It's going to be some kind of news, right? However, this card is reversed, right? This is the energy that I pull for the overall reading. It's protest, start a revolution. So I think that you realize that there's some unfairness in some situation having to do with a business or something like that. I'm going to leave this reversed because I feel like you're still up in the air with whether or not this is something you are going to protest. Or you might be trying to figure out, or you come up with, I am going to protest, I just don't know how I'm going to do it yet. That could be part of it as well. But I think whatever it is you're protesting has to do with something shady that you weren't told about having to do with business. This talks about the fine print. So I know this ain't all lovey-dovey. It says the love is all right. It says you got a happy home. It does. It says you have a happy home, so that's beautiful. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You could be dealing with a water sign. Any of the water signs. Let's see. We have Pentacles here that you could be dealing with in this reading. That's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Who else do we have here? We got more water. You could be dealing with, and the thing is, it's not even pertaining to. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, and then it shows you. So I mean, I think there's something going on with money. I'm not going to pull cards if I don't have to. It's like, I'm not going to see a happy home and pull something and look for something crazy. I'm not doing that. So this might be a short reading, but what I am going to do, everything does not need to be Jerry Springer. Like, it really don't. Not for me, anyway. But there's some days, listen, I love Jerry Springer. No, I don't. Just like the garbage in it. The garbage. Oh, you ain't know you was going to be on TV when you got that letter? Oh, you ain't know that? You know how they be trying to come out? I don't know if they still do it. They come out tomorrow. I didn't know I was on the show. Oh, you ain't know? What money did you pay for your weekend trip to get there? Like, who you think? Like, that got to be acting. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let me go ahead and pull a couple of messages. Oh, that was just paper. I'm having actually good luck today. Ow. All right. Let's see what messages are out there for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I think this is something being hidden. Something in your business is hidden. And you're going to protest it. When you see that fine print, you be like, nah, done. I'm not giving you that bread. I'm not giving you that till you fix that. Until that card is standing upright. Until that card is standing upright, until the script and the contract is right and the way I need it to be, I ain't signing. I ain't flying out to see or interview. Guess what I'm not doing? I already feel crazy. I already feel like I'm leaning on my family. I should be through this by now. I don't know. I feel like this is well planned, whatever it is, but the hiccups that you have to deal with in the interim is annoying. Ancestors, messages for Sagittarius, please. Messages for Sagittarius, please, ancestors. Okay. Debt paid off. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you in your life. Can I get an amen? Yes. But we do see there is a focus on money here. And it could be you having taking yourself back to school or doing something so that you can bring in more bread. But the fine print. Okay, let's see what else. Ancestors. Ancestors, one more, please. That one up. Okay. Get some exercise. As your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. Okay. So we do see you trying to do, it looks like some self-care. It looks like you're doing some work that you may have realized on yourself, and that's part of it. Incorporate exercise if you have not already. I feel like that's already a part of your regimen in a sense. I do. However, I do feel like for some of you guys, I think when you do it, you do it. But there are bouts when you do not do it. And some of you do it all the time. And you recognize what needs to be done in order to keep you balanced and going. So that's a pretty good thing. Ancestors, one more, please. One more, please. Children. Your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. So you could have children. You could be mentoring your children. We do see younger energies here. You could be somebody's child. It looks like you're focused on business. You know, with the happy home card too, like, you know, that could be a focus. We see happy children here. So I think what you do, if there are children involved, what you do it for them. And that's beautiful. And, okay, all right, guys. I don't think I need to pull anything else for this reading. I honestly, well, you know what I will do? Being that this is a career reading, I really, that's what it is. It really does talk about something developing in your career and you having a keen eye for finding some errors or something that doesn't suit you. And it's because you have this intuition that is heightened. You feel like you ain't, listen, I said it another reason. Sometimes when people do stuff, it's because they ain't got nothing to lose. Listen, Sagittarius, you got too much to lose to be signing stuff that ain't right. And there's a reason why you're not moving in that project. I think wherever, and this is just a feeling, wherever it is you're trying to achieve in terms of some sort of degree or certificate or something you're trying to get, I think the timing is going to be off. So there's no need for you to rush to actually the business part of it yet, because they're not gonna mesh. I feel like for some reason I feel like there's a 3 or 4 month difference between when you're finished doing something and not when it's due, or something having to do with a start date. You're not going to be done in time. So I think there's no rush. Ancestors, tell me about Sagittarius's career, please. Okay. Builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. Yeah, you can see that. And I think that feeling about having to lean on others, it feels like it's just for a little while. You're way too ambitious. This is just for a little while. Ancestors, one more, please. Music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Okay, so you could actually be just like taking walks and getting exercise and listening to your music. You could be listening to I don't know, those videos, like, you know, the mood musics. You could be listening to meditation music. You could listen to, you know, whatever we listen to, whatever calms you. So I think you're doing that. But I think that ultimately this is a goal, and there are some hiccups along the way, but it still gets did. All right. That's all I got for you guys, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. I love you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments in the comment area. I love to hear your stories. Yeah, and it helps the channel do better. So please like, share, subscribe. All right, guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Love you. Bye.